Hey, 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 what's up, everybody? Hey, CJ.
Hey, I just love that new intro.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I think the videographer that created it for us did a fantastic job. So really excited about that. How is everyone doing? So happy Tuesday. Again, it's another Tuesday. We just got off of Memorial Day weekend and hope everybody had a great time. We did. It was very relaxing. We were mostly here at the house, right? So we chilled.
And worked, but we did get the chance to work from the house, so that's
Oh, yeah,
always a plus.
always.
And got clarification on Memorial Day versus Veterans Day. How
Yes.
many of you weren't sure about that? I mean, I try to celebrate. I celebrate. We are a military family,
Yes.
so I celebrate all of our family members every holiday. And so my sisters finally said, we need to get clarification on really what that means today. So,
Well, it's we all got stuff to remember, a lot of things to remember. Sometimes, you may forget a detail or here. It is what it is.
it is what it
But
is. But for Memorial Day, it's the veterans who sacrificed
that's
through
correct.
life.
That who's no longer with us. That's exactly right. So, and of course, we want to welcome all of our new members. Welcome. We appreciate you guys for being here as always. If you don't know who we are, this is your first time experiencing us. My name is Lolita Shara, also known as Take Action Low, and my sidekick over here is Miss Carla Johnson. She's also a realtor, top producing agent, and a certified mentor. And we created this page to help you learn how to better leverage social media and video marketing so that not only you can generate better leads, but to scale your business. So we've been around for a while, right, CJ? 14 years in the business, been a part of a lot of transactions, the good, the bad, the ugly, when it comes to business. But one thing that we have learned and realized is that if you want to stay relevant, if you really want to create a solid business, a growing business, to do this full time, and for whatever your goals are, whether it's financial, have financial freedom, whatever it is, you have to leverage social media and video marketing. It's not even an option anymore these days. So, again, that is the purpose of this group. And one of the things that we have coming up is a free webinar that's coming up, right? So June 7th, how to win more listings in 90 days. And that's what we're going to talk about a little bit this evening is to talk about listings, right? How to get more listings. Everybody wants to know how to get more listings, right, CJ?
Yes, I get asked that all the time. I want more seller leads. How do I get more seller leads?
Absolutely. So I'm going to go more in depth on this on the webinar June 7th. Register. Go ahead and register, guys. So we've got a lot of people that are registering, which I'm extremely excited about. But it's free. So just click on the link above. We provided the link above so you can go ahead and take action on that. But one of the things that I'm going to go in depth and talk about when it comes to getting more seller leads, right? Getting more listings is three main components. So number one is exposure, right? So how many local homeowners, right? How many of them do you have as connections across your social media channels? That's a question. So then the next question that comes into that is, do you have a Facebook business page or do you have a community page that's specific to your target area? If you're not, I'm going to talk more in depth about that on the webinar. Number two, content, right? How can you get these people, how can you get these sellers, these homeowners to work with you, right? It's through content, but it's not just any kind of content. It's specific, purposeful content that you have to have in place, right? And that you have to share. And I'm gonna go more in depth on the webinar June 7th as well with that. And number three is conversions, right? You can get all the seller leads coming in, you know, just flooding in, but you have to convert them. So, how can you get them to reach out to you when they have, that motivation to go ahead and sell their home, right? So, and I'm going to really break this down as well. So, those are the three main components that I'm going to build on within the webinar to really break it down for you guys on how you can start winning more listings. And CJ, I want you to jump in because we're starting to see more sellers and you're getting more listings, right?
Right. Now, there are more seller leads coming through our lead site on Facebook, most definitely. And we knew it was going to happen because they, stopped the COVID assistance. And so I'm happy that those sellers have decided to sell and not just wait on the foreclosure.
Yes.
So yes, we are seeing more sellers out, and that is a good thing. It means our
Oh, yes.
market might balance out a little bit more. But if you want to get those listings, sellers have to see you. They, it takes them a little bit. They want to see that you're consistent. They want to kind of know a little bit about you. So you got to be visible out there.
Absolutely. And I know a recent listing that we got was from a Facebook ad. And these particular sellers, they reached out to you, you took action, of course, and you called them immediately, set up an appointment, and in less than an hour, they were ready to go and had signed
They were
the
motivated.
listing agreement. They were motivated.
Well, and actually we received 2 seller leads,
Mhm.
and this lead didn't answer my phone call. I called them, left them a
Mhm.
message, and then sent them a text message. They didn't answer either one of those.
Mhm.
So I went ahead and sent the home value report. And what I do is add a video using Loom, Loom, to my home value reports, just going over the email.
Yep.
And I saw that he checked it because Loom tells you when someone's looked at your email, and then he called. I think he called me, or I called him later on that evening. I think he called me and said that he was. We talked a little bit about it, and definitely motivated. Scheduled the appointment and got the listing signed. So that's a good thing.
Oh,
Usually
yeah.
you have to wait a while. You got to have a couple of visits before you get a chance to get the
Mhm.
listing signed. But
So it
definitely,
was no interview. So it was no interview. Once you reached out to them, they were ready because they had reached out to us,
yeah,
right? From the ad.
yeah.
And I think that's an important note. And there's one or two reasons why sellers go ahead and just move with the first agent. I think it's a really high percentage
Mhm.
of sellers that do.
They
One
say
of the reasons
85% do.
Yes. One of the reasons why they're motivated, just like Carla said, they don't want to interview a million agents. They're just ready to get it done. And number two, uh, you have them looking at your profiles, right? People look when they do business with whoever, because we ask and they say, yep, I saw you on Facebook or I saw your YouTube channel or, yeah, I like your dog. So people check you out. They do. They go on your social media profiles. So you really have to be strategic in what you post and what you have on social media. So if you're in competition with other agents for other sellers that's trying to decide if they want to work with you or not, then you want to give them that reason to choose you, right? So in their specific type of content frequently that you should be posting. And again, I'm going to cover that June 7th. Okay. Carla, can you talk a little bit about, well, you already broke down some of your little tips, which is awesome, I think, in when sellers don't respond in what you do. So going that extra and doing that little extra has caused you to win a lot more listings by doing that, right?
Yeah, do you mean the video
Absolutely.
in there? Yes,
Mhm.
definitely. Or if anything, I get a response, and that's kind of what you want. You just want to be able to get a response and talk with them to see if you can help them. So if you find that you don't get you're sending out your listing presentation or whatever your, specific suggest whatever you're using, you definitely want to change it up, I think. And using video is one way to do it, using Loom. But I'm really excited about this webinar because I know that you're sharing everything that we have used and have won listings using. So we know it works.
Absolutely. And hey, guys, and if you have any questions, if you're jumping on, thank you so much. As always, make sure to comment below, say hi, let us know you're here. If you're watching the replay, comment #replay. We appreciate you for stopping in. So, and again, if you have any questions concerning what we're talking about or even, the webinar, on June 7th. And I've been getting some questions, Lo, is there going to be a replay? Will you please do have a replay? So I'm almost at a decision. I know Carla, you was like, yeah, have a replay. So I'm almost at the decision. I'll let you guys know. So,
I'm for the
that
replay.
well, and I'm being strategic on some things. So that's why, it's kind of up in the air if there'll be a replay. But definitely for those of you that take action and decide to join us live on the 7th, yeah, it's going to be a great thing, right? So,
Exactly. Because we started out as working with sellers in the
mhm,
very beginning. Once I got my license, is kind of what I focused on, is
right.
calling for sale by owners and talking with them. And, eventually my first year, I got the award for the most listings because I think I had like 12 or 15. And so over time, you just kind of learn what is important for sellers.
Mhm,
And a lot of it is they want to be able to know who you are.
mhm.
They want to be able to trust that you're going to help them through the process and that you're going to sell their home for the maximum amount that they can get. And, a lot of times that's getting to know them and just getting to know their family, not really sharing those, so much about yourself. But we've been doing this for a while and talking to sellers, and we are only taking the things that have worked for us and putting them together in this webinar for you to help you. So that if
Absolutely.
anybody asks me, how do I get seller leads? I can just refer them to your webinar.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm really going to break some things down and hopefully, make it clearer for those of you that's really struggling to kind of put it together to where it's like, oh, okay, I get it. I understand. These are the parts or the pieces that I was missing in this that I need to step up or that I need to do or that I need to change.
Yeah.
So it's a strategy. It's a strategy behind all of this, guys. So um, any other marketer, investor, or teacher, or trainer, that tells you, yep, you can just do it this one way. Well, even with that one way, you have to have a strategy in place. So, because when you put out one or two videos, that doesn't necessarily mean that you'll get a seller lead immediately.
Right away.
But what it does do, as you consistently create video content, purposeful video content, it builds not only your awareness, but it builds the know, like, and trust factor with those prospects that are watching you, right? And all you're doing is showing up. All you're doing is showing up and creating certain type of content to attract them. And I'm going to cover what type of content for you to create on the webinar. So we definitely want you guys there. All right. So make sure you register. Carl, was there anything else that you want to share? You know what? I did want to point out another thing that we're seeing is pre-foreclosures, right? So there is a buyer client that you're working with right now, Carla, and I believe you just won a accepted offer on a property that is in pre-foreclosure, right? Do you want to talk a little bit about that
Yeah,
deal?
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
So it's the seller's dad passed, but yes, it's a pre foreclosure, and I'm so glad that we're going to be able to help this family not lose their house. And what's interesting is the buyer's using Homeward program, home and then word, WARD, one word. It's a pretty interesting program. It's kind of like Divvy, where they buy the house and then resell it to the buyer, and it's a cash transaction. So we were able to get our offer accepted after only putting in two offers, and we got both offers. Actually, they decided on this property, but cash is king. So if you can give
Yes.
your client that leverage, maybe it's worth looking into Homeward. But definitely it's pre-foreclosure. So we're just waiting for the seller to get us a postponement letter from the mortgage company so that we can move forward. But yeah, it's a pre-foreclosure. And did I say everything that needed to
Oh
be?
yeah, you did. No, you're good. You're good. I wasn't sure if you had anything else behind that, but
No,
I
that's it.
believe, yeah, I believe we're going to start seeing more of those, coming down the pipeline. So, like you said, with a lot of things that's lifted now, a lot of the COVID relief and such, and all of that, is pretty much kind of behind us. Now we're having, where people have been behind, still
Mhm.
behind, unfortunately, on their mortgage payments they can't pay. And the mortgage companies are like, okay, it's been a while now. So, you
Yeah, 2
know,
years.
yeah. So here's the letter.
Mhm.
You need this amount, to get things cleared up or to take your property out of pre foreclosure, or we're going to have to take this action. So I think that
Yeah,
reality is coming to a lot of people, and for us, that's one of the niches that we specialize in, is working with sellers with pre foreclosures, and even being able to stop foreclosures.
yeah,
And I know, Carla, you've done that a number of times for clients, and that's because we have that background.
yeah.
So in
Mhm.
understanding foreclosures, pre foreclosures, short sales, and how to work those. So that's something that an added value that we're able to share and offer to sellers in this particular situation to help. So if
Yeah,
those of
plus we
you,
worked for, Countrywide,
yeah,
so we kinda know
absolutely,
the back end and how things
yeah,
kinda work, so that helps, definitely, but yes, I'm
absolutely,
glad you brought that up
yeah.
because, a lot of sellers do need help right now,
Hmm.
and, you just knowing that what I love about what you're gonna share is that it's not something that everybody can do it. It's not
Yeah.
only a certain skill set. All you have to have is determination to want to be a listing agent or to, increase your leads to get it.
Hmm.
Um, so that's what I like about your webinar. And but having that background in foreclosures, and even if you don't have that background in foreclosures, being open to help someone, a seller who's in pre-foreclosure, don't shy away from it.
Right.
Don't shy away from it at all.
And if you have sellers in pre foreclosure, especially in the Dallas Fort Worth area, and you're not quite sure, how to help them or give guidance or whatever, let's partner on it. So I know it's something I don't talk a lot about as far as partnerships. I know we have other agents that we have partnered with and do partner with on deals, but if any of you that are here in this group, or even on my business page, if you guys get those type of sellers that are in pre foreclosure, or they're possibly about to lose a house to foreclosure here in the Dallas Fort Worth area, reach out to us. Don't lose the lead. Don't lose that potential prospect because you're not sure, maybe of what to do or what guidance to give. So maybe that's something that we can partner on. So we'd love for you to reach out to us, right, CJ?
Sounds good.
Awesome. Okay, guys. Well, that's pretty much it. That's all that we had for this evening. And again, if
Oh,
you
the
have any,
content calendar.
oh
Don't
yes,
forget.
yes. So the content calendar for June. That's right. So can y'all believe June is like,
Almost June,
it's
right around
nuts.
the corner,
It's nuts. It's
like
nuts.
tomorrow.
It's nuts. So let me bring this up. So if you guys do not have a copy, let me
So the
see.
content calendar is really good because if you
Here we
ever
go.
aren't sure what to post, if you're thinking, what do I post that's real estate related, and be a little creative with it, the content calendar gives you some suggestions to help you a little bit. So you can make a post that will, potentially put you in front of folks who are interested in buying or selling a house.
Absolutely. And I'm actually trying to get there right now so you guys can see it. Yeah, here we go. All right. Let me know when you can see that. Can you see it? You
Yes.
can? Awesome. So, yep, here's June. So, and we have June, July, and August. So, we have a bundle, guys, a bundle of calendars. You got 90 days, right? So, if you need it, click on the link above. That way, that eliminates any excuse for, oh, well, I can't post today. I can't create, content today. We got the content for you. So each day is mapped out with an example topic, which you can discuss, right? Which you can share. For Wednesday on the 1st, tips to increase property value, right? So Thursday, spotlight a home for sale in a neighborhood, right? Friday, new construction walkthrough of a neighborhood. And those videos really do well. When you do walkthroughs of properties, um, they do really well, guys. You just have to stay consistent with it. And as you can see throughout, I don't know if you can see it, but throughout the month, I have it mixed up to where, let's say on the 8th, why sell in today's market? So, and even if you wanted to switch that, let's say you wanted to do why sell in today's market maybe tomorrow, right? You can switch that up. So these are just ideas. And these particular topics are topics that prospects are interested in, buyers and sellers are interested in, that they will respond to. So I strategically put it together so that, you can have it, and it just kind of takes the guesswork out of, I don't know what to talk about, right? Or I don't know what to post. So
Yep.
awesome. Thank you for reminding me to share that. See,
You're welcome.
cool. And if you guys want those calendars, click the link above and then go ahead, take action, download them, and you can start June ready
Ready to go.
to take massive action, because that's what we do, right? That's what we do. So, all right, if there's nothing else, CJ, you good?
We're
No
good.
questions, comments, concerns? All right, we appreciate you guys. As always, make sure to take care